AI. It's everywhere, right? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, you can't escape it. These days, it seems like everyone's talking about AI.
It's definitely the buzzword of the moment. But today we're not just talking about AI. We're diving deep into a company that's claiming to be building the world's first AI super assistant, Abacus. AI.
AI super assistant. Okay, that's a bold claim.
Mhm.
So what makes them so super? What sets Abacus.AI apart in this crowded AI landscape?
Well, they're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with what we call generative AI and large language models, or
Interesting.
LLMs.
Generative AI and LLMs. I'm already feeling a little lost in the jargon here. Can you break it down for me?
Sure. So imagine you're typing a text message and your phone tries to predict the next word you're going to type.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at ignoring those suggestions.
Right. Well, LLMs are kind of like that, but on a much larger scale. They've been trained on massive amounts of text data, so they can understand and generate human-like text, which allows them to do some pretty amazing things like write different kinds of creative text formats like poems, code scripts, musical pieces, email letters, etc., and answer your questions in an informative way, even if they are open-ended, challenging, or strange.
So it's like giving the AI a crash course in, well, everything.
Exactly. And Abacus is building tools that make this power accessible to businesses of all sizes.
So they're like the democratizers of AI.
That's a good way to put it. They're taking this complex technology and making it user-friendly and accessible to everyone.
Now, that's interesting because looking at their products, they really run the gamut from chatbots and AI agents to something called discrete optimization, which, full disclosure, sounds a bit intimidating to me.
I don't blame you. It's not exactly a term you hear every day. Basically, discrete optimization is like having an AI co-pilot that helps you make the best possible decision when you have a lot of different options to choose from.
So it's like having a super-powered decision maker in your pocket.
Precisely. Think about a company that needs to schedule production in the most efficient way possible or optimize delivery routes for hundreds of drivers. That's where discrete optimization comes in.
So it's about finding the best solution out of a million possibilities.
Exactly. And that's just one example of how Abacus is using AI to solve real-world business challenges.
Okay, so they've got the AI travel agent for businesses covered. What else is on their menu of AI solutions? So they've got the AI travel agent for businesses covered. What else is on their menu of AI solutions?
Well, one of their flagship products is called predictive lead scoring. Sales teams love this one.
Lead scoring. That kind of sounds like Moneyball, but for salespeople.
You're not far off. Instead of wasting time cold calling hundreds of prospects, predictive lead scoring analyzes historical data and identifies patterns that indicate which leads are most likely to convert into paying customers.
So it's like having an AI tell you exactly who to call to close the deal.
Exactly. And it's not just theory. One company we studied saw a 40% increase in their sales conversion rates just by prioritizing the leads identified by Abacus's AI.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Give me an AI that boosts my bottom line any day. But hold on a second. This all sounds very business-oriented. Where do I as an individual fit into all of this? Does Abacus have anything for the average user, someone who's not a CEO or a data scientist?
That's a great question. And it speaks to the larger trend of AI becoming more accessible. Abacus recognizes that you don't need to be a tech giant to benefit from these tools. They offer a product called Chat LLM Teams, which is designed specifically for smaller groups and even individuals.
Okay, Chat LLM Teams. That sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
Imagine having an AI assistant that has read every single document, email, and chat conversation within your team.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it can answer your questions in context, summarize key discussions, and even help you find that one file, is buried somewhere but can't seem to locate.
Wait a minute. You're saying this AI can access all of my team's internal information. That sounds incredibly powerful, but is it secure?
Security is paramount, of course. Abacus takes data privacy very seriously, and they've implemented robust measures to ensure that your information is protected. They use something called vector stores and a technique known as retrieval augmented generation, or AGE, to achieve this.
Vector stores and RAG. Now, those sound like terms straight out of a sci-fi movie.
They might sound complicated, but the underlying concept is actually quite simple. Imagine you're searching for a specific book in a library. Instead of looking through every single shelf, you consult the library's card catalog, which organizes books based on keywords and categories. Vector stores work in a similar way. They create a sort of map of all your data, making it easy for the AI to find the exact information it needs without having to sift through everything.
So it's like giving the AI a super-powered search engine for all of my company's knowledge. That's incredible.
Exactly. And the beauty of RGAG is that it allows the AI to combine this retrieved information with its broader understanding of language. This means it can provide context-aware responses and even generate creative solutions based on the specific data it has access to.
This Chat LLM Teams product is starting to sound like a game changer for anyone who works with information on a daily basis. But let's dive into another one of Abacus's offerings that caught my eye, Data Science Copilot. What's the deal with that? It sounds like we're giving AI the keys to the laboratory.
It's an apt analogy. Remember how we talked about AI building AI earlier? Data Science Copilot is a prime example of that in action. Essentially, Abacus provides tools that assist data scientists in building and refining their own machine learning models.
So it's like having a super smart assistant who can handle the tedious parts of data analysis, freeing up data scientists to focus on the big picture.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Imagine you're writing a research paper. Data Science Copilot is like having an AI research assistant that can gather all the relevant sources, format your bibliography, and even suggest potential arguments based on the existing literature.
That would be amazing. No more late nights hunched over a mountain of papers.
Precisely. And for data scientists, this means they can work more efficiently, automate repetitive tasks, and ultimately build more sophisticated AI models in less time.
This is all starting to paint a picture of a future where AI isn't just replacing jobs, but actually making us better at our jobs.
You've hit the nail on the head. And that brings us to another fascinating tool offered by Abacus, the Real-Time Feature Store.
Okay, real-time feature store. That one definitely requires some unpacking. What does that even mean?
Imagine you're a marketer and you've just launched a new product campaign. You want to track how people are reacting to it in real time. Are they talking about it on social media? Are they buying it? Are they recommending it to friends?
Yeah, that sounds like every marketer's dream, to have that kind of instant feedback.
Exactly. And that's precisely what a real-time feature store enables. It's like having a live dashboard of customer sentiment, allowing you to see how your campaigns are performing and make adjustments on the fly.
So instead of waiting weeks to analyze data, I can see what's working and what's not in real time. That's incredibly powerful.
It's like having your finger on the pulse of your target audience, allowing you to react quickly and make data-driven decisions. This is particularly valuable in today's fast-paced digital landscape where trends emerge and disappear at lightning speed.
It's like we're moving beyond just analyzing data and into actually predicting the future with these tools.
You could say that. It's all about recognizing those patterns and then using them to try to figure out what might happen next. It's not like having a crystal ball, but it's about getting a better handle on what could be coming our way.
Okay, so let's recap for a sec. We've covered a ton of ground here, exploring Abacus.AI's lineup of products. They've got something for everyone, it seems. From that AI-powered travel agent for businesses, which was the discrete optimization tool, to their sales-boosting predictive lead scoring, and even their chat LLM teams, which honestly sounds like a dream come true for anyone who feels like they're drowning in information.
Don't forget about the Data Science Copilot, which helps data scientists to be more efficient, and the Real-Time Feature Store, giving businesses that real-time pulse on customer sentiment. Abacus. AI is really pushing the limits of what AI can do.
No doubt they're covering all their bases, but let's bring it back to our listeners for a moment. You've just been hit with a tidal wave of information about AI and where Abacus.AI fits into this crazy, fast-moving world. So what's the main takeaway? What's the one thing you should remember from our deep dive today?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think the most important thing to remember is that AI isn't some far-off fantasy anymore. It's here. It's happening now, and it's already changing the way we work, how we live, even how we interact with the world around us.
We're way past robots and self-driving cars at this point, haven't we?
Absolutely. AI is popping up in every part of our lives, often in ways we don't even realize. From those Netflix recommendations to those personalized ads on your social media, AI is working behind the scenes, shaping our experiences, and even influencing our decisions.
So how do we even begin to navigate this new world where AI is becoming so commonplace? Because honestly, it can feel a bit overwhelming at times.
You've got to stay informed, be open to new possibilities, and probably most importantly, embrace the idea that learning never stops. The world of AI is changing so fast that the key is to stay curious, ask questions, and never stop exploring.
I love that. Embrace lifelong learning. That's something we can all get behind.
100%. At the end of the day, AI is a tool. It's up to us to figure out how we're going to use it and what kind of future we want to create with it.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Abacus.AI and the world of AI superassistents, I want to leave you with this. If you could have your own personalized AI assistant, what would you have it do? What tasks would you hand off to it? What problems would you want it to solve for you? It's something to think about because the possibilities really are endless.
And who knows? Maybe one day soon, those possibilities will be our reality. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of knowledge.